Instead, I'm going to be reading my analysis script-ish. It was kind of like an essay-ish thing for my Writing 12 class. I think it was Writing 12. I did that at Writing 10. But at some point, I wrote this and submitted it in for school, so it's pretty good, I think. I don't know, it's also been like a year, I think, since I wrote that, so we'll see how good it is. I hope you enjoy this video. It is analyzing the album Plastic Beach by Gorillaz. That was a better one. Intro. The album Plastic Beach is based on a floating island of plastic in the middle of the ocean. The band member Murdoch Nichols spray paints it pink and builds the band's new home on top. Seeing as one of the members, Noodle, was presumably killed the earlier year and another member, Russell, probably has no interest in talking with him, he decides to kidnap the singer 2D and replace the others with machines. And so, a new album begins. The album starts out with Welcome to the Plastic Beach, a song centered around Snoop Dogg educating a group of kids about pollution. As he says, the world has become a planet full of apes without empathy. He explains with the line, "Now fascinate me, picture and animate me," that he's passing the message over to the Gorillaz, or rather Murdoch and 2D, to explain. Mirror, Mirror on the Wall shows that this album will be filled with themes of reflection, metaphors, and looking back on the past. They do this by showing you a relationship between two of the members, Murdoch and 2D, showing how one needs to reflect on himself as to fix their broken relationship. As humans, we almost reflect on our actions to make a change in this corrupted world. As the first image of Murdoch, the writer of this album, and a core part of the story, Snoop Dogg sings, I think I meant the writer of this song, sorry, not this album. Swimming with the sharks, put my gills up, turn the wheels up, real tough, drinking lemonade in the shade, getting blade with a gang of pilgrims, yeah, just like that, belly flopping, locking while I'm rocking in the bubble bath, and I'm just like math, bozos added up, that you get more cash, yeah, so quick, so fast. This is how Murdoch feels, stranded on a plastic island with everything he could ever want. He's happy hogging his riches to himself. In the next song, White Flag, he expresses that this is a fun place, somewhere he can leave all his worries behind. However, he still shows hints of malevolence, as his form of fun seems to be putting 2D down. Rhinestone Eyes. This is a heavier piece about their relationship. Murdoch describes himself as a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power, showing that he knows he's not a good person, but chooses to blame it on the world rather than himself. He doesn't care about Anyway, he doesn't care about morals at this point, and he just wants 2D. But because of his egotistical outlook, he feels so far away. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away. They share a good moment here. In Rainful of Rhinestones, they find love. But Murdoch changes the mood. I got a feeling, now my heart is frozen. All the verses in the corrosion have been ever native in my soul. I prayed on the immovable, yeah, clinging to the atoms of rock. Seasons, the adjustments, times have changed. He doesn't know how to accept it. Fucking stunner. He doesn't know how to accept this when all he's ever felt was pain. His heart is frozen and he needs 2D to melt it. 2D is also referenced as sunshine for the first time in this album, something that Murdoch does a lot in the previous albums and albums to come. If you watch my other video, you know because I analyzed all the other ones. And in my personal opinion, I believe that that's what he means when he says sunshine. But also, I didn't mention this in the beginning. This is all just my interpretation. And, yeah. Don't take this as lore word, but I don't feel like I need to say that. Stylo. Murdoch compares their relationship to electricity a lot. Metaphorically, he's probably saying that it's spontaneous and exciting, but it doesn't tend to stick around much. Like an on and off again relationship. Love electricity, shockwave central. Sunshine, then to roll, keep this on. 2D is once again referred to as sunshine. The contrast between thunder and sunshine shows the difference in their personalities. This song is a big metaphor for how the only way they know how to connect is by sex. They should be taken with a grain of salt, though, because this is from Murdoch's perspective. Yes, the lantern burn that easy and broadcast so raw and neatly. They know this won't last, but so they just want to enjoy it. Yet 2D still wants to work out their issues, shown by the work it out line near the end. And if you are asking why I believe it's about sex, I might also just do my own video, a shorter video on Stylo as a whole, but I feel like I've explained this in my other video as well, for various reasons. They overload lines, this shit, but if you are curious about that, leave a comment, although this probably won't get that many views, I understand that, but I'm probably gonna do it anyway, so, oh well, because autistic brain be autistic. Okay, so, Empire Ants. This song is about Murdoch trying to comfort 2D during one of his frequent chronic migraines. The polyphonic prayer is here, it's all around you. Murdoch is forced to see what he's done to 2D. He has to face that what he's doing is wrong, but he refuses. Instead, he tries to help in the only way he can, silent love. And if the whole world is crashing down on you, fall through space out of mind with me, where the emptiness we leave behind on warm air rising blows all the shadows far away. The falling of the whole empire is here to hold you. He's saying that he will always be there for 2D, despite what he does to him, and that he will never leave him. Again, if you didn't watch my other video, I'll explain this again, but Murdoch has a toxic loyalty thing, more of possessiveness than loyalty, but he sees it, he perceives it as loyalty, because he fucked in the head. So, that thing of him not leaving 2D, despite hurting him and seeming not to care as much about him, even though I believe Murdoch's character is less of a heart of gold type character, although I think that's true. More of like, he puts anger and pain, not pain, hurting people, in front of his real personality to shield his genuine feelings, because due to his abuse and everything in his whole life, he doesn't feel like his feelings are worthy. So, I don't remember what I was saying. Yeah, he feels a lot of emotions deep down, but he doesn't show them. So he does actually care very much about things, but he doesn't allow himself to feel that. So, anyway, yeah, he has possessive, loyalty, yeah, he fucked in the head, so this loyalty is not technically a thing about him, I don't know, that's just a thing with characters, and the way that his character is designed, which I really enjoy, the fact that Murdoch is his abuse in the past, and that is very ingrained into what his character is, and that, let me remember, oh, yeah. So, that he doesn't, he's not able to genuinely just show his care for 2D and his actual loyalty on the surface. He shows it in a way of possessiveness and anger. Yeah. So, anyway, the song ends with 2D falling asleep in Murdoch's lap, the little memories fading away when the morning comes. That's more of a headcanon, but it would make sense. Some kind of nature. The song talks about the odd nature of their relationship and how much power Murdoch has over 2D. Some kind of plastic I could wrap around you, the needy eat man des. I don't know what the fuck that line means, by the way. They wear phony clothes. They sit with our picture until they grow old. Murdoch has wrapped his plastic around 2D and won't let him leave. He wants to grow old with him. Come from within us. Oh, bleh, gross name. Sorry. Oh, that. Forgive me. He's done despicable things, but always finds a way to justify it. This song, so all of the album has a double meaning type thing of the world with our plastic usage and everything, and Murdoch and 2D's relationship. So most of these songs have double meanings, and especially this one I find, but yeah, all of them. I could do another video on that, but in this essay I didn't actually talk about that because I was tired. And I wanted to only do the one that interests me, because autistic brain be autistic. But yeah, also I think I couldn't write that much. I wasn't allowed, so jeez, don't fucking say that. Okay, Melancholy Hill. Up on Melancholy Hill there's a plastic tree. Are you here with me, just looking out on the day of another dream? This song talks about Murdoch's depression. He's starting to understand there's something wrong with his actions, but he still has a long way to go. Up on Melancholy Hill sits a manatee, just looking out for the day when you're close to me. Yawn. When you're close to me. He'll wait for the day 2D forgives him. This one comes back later. Broken. Distant stars come in black or red. There's nothing you can say to him. He has an outer heart. He finds every part of 2D beautiful, even the bruises. Yet he knows he hurt him too much to ever say that. He starts to blame it on others just to feel some kind of hope that they can come back from this. But in the end, he has to come to terms with the fact that 2D may never forgive him. It's broken. Sweepstakes. The mood changes drastically with this song. My guess is this is because of the gambling environment. All the feelings from the last song are still there, but they're being masked by drugs and alcohol. Murdoch and 2D seem to be playing a game of some kind, very intoxicated. The stanza, keep cool for my line, is slang for cocaine. I think. It could not be. It's still my interpretation, I don't know. 2D is represented as scared money, broke money, because he is the underdog in this situation. It's also a metaphor for him feeling like he has nothing on Murdoch. Murdoch is represented as bow money, more money, because he has the high ground. The game they're playing is that if 2D wins, he gets to leave, but if Murdoch wins, they have sex. Probably. It's a clear example of the power Murdoch has over him and how he abuses it for his own pleasure. He's telling him in this line that he'll do it like he wants, despite the fact that if they do have sex, it will most likely be non-consensual. He's manipulating him into thinking it's his choice, or that he'll do it the way he likes. The way he likes referring to an emotional connection, sitting under the stars with the sun and the moon being Murdoch and the sun being 2D. Cloudbreaker, Danger Beats, Big Freak, Parting the Clouds. Fucking big yawn again. Anyway. Parting the Clouds, 2D's feelings about the situation. To see the sun, 2D. Murdoch is dangerous, by all accounts, a freak. 2D is now in danger, and there's nothing he can do about it. Murdoch has won. There's nothing as dealers and players and killers in me. Adding killers on the end shows... I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning. They repeat that line a couple times without killers. And then at the last time they say the line, they add killers. Anyway. Adding killers on the end shows that the worst side of Murdoch has now been revealed. He sees 2D as something pure and sweet, but now he's corrupting that, devouring it. To binge. Murdoch can't escape his trauma, he can't escape 2D. I'm looking for a saw to cut these chains in half. All I want is someone to rely on. Thunder comes a-rolling down, someone to rely on. Lightning comes a-staring in again. Murdoch wants to be forgiven. 2D's warmth has left him. He doesn't know how to undo this. I'll wait to be forgiven. Maybe I never will. My star has left me to take the bitter pill. That shattered feeling, well, the cause of it's a lesson learned. I just don't know if I could roll into the sea again. Just don't know if I could do it all again. She said, it's true. Murdoch was traumatized as a child. His father was incredibly abusive, and his mother was absent due to her supposed schizophrenia. He doesn't know what love is, and he doesn't understand how to love 2D. It's all too out of his comfort zone. The answer's somewhere deep in it. I'm sorry that you're feeling it, but I just have to tell you that I love you so much these days. I have to tell you that I love you so much these days. It's true. Deep down, he wants to tell him that he's sorry and that he loves him so much. He just doesn't know how to. Cloud of unknowing. Murdoch sits in his lighthouse, contemplating it all as the tide rushes against his plastic-covered shores. He's trying to find himself, but he doesn't know where to start. The day's beginning to fade together. He's losing hope. Pirate Jet. Murdoch's drinking away the pain. He's been crying all night. They can't forget. And so the album ends there with a distraught man drinking away his troubles, trying to find that happy, passionate child that over the years has become lost within him. Murdoch has only begun his journey to bettering himself, unaware of the future that lies ahead of those rotten shores of stinking pink plastic. Then that's the end of what I wrote. I hope you enjoyed that. I have some tips for my past self. But yeah, that's basically my analysis of Plastic Beach. Which, if I do analysis on the later albums, it would come in handy, because when I'm analyzing Gorillaz lore and the recent stuff, I tend to use the Plastic Beach stuff a lot because they reference it a lot. Especially in Song Machine. I'm planning to do the part 2 and part 3. Part 2 with the music videos is probably gonna be the hardest one for me right now. I don't know why, but yeah. But part 3 I'm very excited for because I really love, what's it called? The bonus songs. Specifically Severed Head and Opium, but, you know, I'll see when I can get those out. There's not really any rush because I don't really have fans. I'm doing this mostly for myself, and I'm sure there's someone out there who enjoys this, but yeah, feel free to check out my other videos because I have been posting more regularly. I just posted a live performance I did with Oh So Simple, my guitar teacher, because yeah. Yeah, so feel free to check that out as well. I haven't posted any music yet, but I'm planning to eventually. I have a Spotify. I just don't have anything uploaded yet because computers suck and it's very difficult to record things when you're broke as shit. But hopefully I'll get that out soon. There is Dillo Bite Songs, the music I make with my boyfriend, Yikes17. So feel free to listen to that as well. I'll leave those links in the description, and I'll leave a link to my past analyzing Gorillaz lyrics video. Have a good day. This has been Ashes. Bye.